If you're someone who has it all together on the outside, you are super driven, you're crushing it at work, you are a high achiever. You're the one that everybody looks at and goes, how does she get so much done?
How did she do that?
But on the inside and behind closed doors, you find yourself binge eating, stuck in food guilt, or in a body you're never happy with. This video is going to change everything for you. Because here's what I've learned after helping thousands of women break free from binge eating, myself included. Your nervous system is the missing piece no one is talking about. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why nervous system regulation specifically isn't just helpful, it's actually essential if you want to stop binging and finally feel free in your relationship to food and your body. And before we dive in, if you're absolutely exhausted from trying everything and nothing has worked for you long term, and you are serious about a root cause focused approach, then I invite you to book a body confidence and food freedom call with me. And on this call, we're going to map out a personalized plan to help you finally break free from binge eating once and for all, and we'll see if you're the right fit to join my program. The link is in the description below, and they do fill up very fast. Now let's talk about why high achievers in particular struggle with binge eating. It's not about willpower. It's not because you're broken. It's because you've been caught in what I call the trap, the TRAP. So T, you were trained for control. So you were rewarded for discipline, for perfectionism, for achievement growing up. Your nervous system learned early on that being on and in control are the only ways to stay safe. Does that sound familiar? Is that ringing a bell? R, you're running on stress. So you're constantly in fight or flight mode, and stress is what feels normal, and food becomes the only way to calm down, okay? A, avoiding emotions. So you weren't taught how to feel safely, so then food becomes your way of processing. And P, people pleasing. You put everyone else first. You care way too much about what other people think, and food becomes your one outlet to let go. I'm wondering if you're all ding, 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 ding for all four of those. That is the trap. And if you've been living in it for years, of course you feel stuck. Your nervous system has just been doing what it's been designed to do, which is to protect you. And here's the kicker. The same system that's helped you succeed in all the ways that you're driven and ambitious and amazing is actually now keeping you stuck in binge cycles, okay? So I'll give you an example. One of my clients, Elizabeth, told me she'd been in therapy for 16 years, and she said, every decision I made was about food or staying thin. I felt like I could never eat like a normal person. And Elizabeth is an extremely driven woman, and despite all of this effort, she couldn't figure out how to heal her binge eating, restriction, and all of those things. But after joining my program, she is happy to share I'm binge free. I can eat whatever I want. I don't stress about food. And for the first time in 20 years, I feel joy and freedom in my body. This program didn't just change my relationship to food, it changed my whole life. And this is exactly why we need to focus on the root cause, not just symptoms. This is exactly why my clients say that this program is the last program they've ever needed, because they've stopped fighting themselves and they've actually started working with their nervous system to create freedom. So I hope that this is illuminating and starting to dismantle some of that shame you're carrying, because you're putting so much pressure on yourself to figure this out. And my goodness, we haven't even addressed the nervous system, so no wonder why you feel stuck, poor thing. Now, I don't want you to just logically understand this, okay? I want you to actually feel this. So we're going to do a quick evidence-based exercise together to support you to start regulating your nervous system, start clearing these pathways in your brain that are continuously keeping you stuck in this binge eating pattern. So all I need you to do is tap and repeat after me, and you're going to experience these shifts for yourself, okay? Take a nice easy breath, tapping and repeating after me. Even though I've tried everything to stop binge eating, and nothing has worked. And I feel so frustrated and exhausted. And I'm putting so much pressure on myself because I seem to be able to figure out everything else in my life. What if I could have a little compassion for myself? What if I'm not meant to figure this out alone? Even though it's been so exhausting to struggle with this. I'm just starting to realize that my nervous system has been exhausted being such a high achiever all the time. And food has become my outlet to calm down. And that's okay. I can learn other ways to calm down. Nobody taught me other ways. But I am open to learning. Oh, I've been putting so much pressure on myself to figure this out. Work harder, try harder. And I haven't been able to overcome binge eating yet. And it's been exhausting and consuming. And I carry a lot of shame about it. But maybe for the first time today, I'm realizing that nobody taught me about the nervous system. Maybe today I'm realizing that all of my ambition, high achiever, perfectionism, it's wonderful. But it takes a toll on my nervous system. So no wonder parts of me have turned to food. My nervous system needs a healthy outlet to relax. And I'm learning other ways to make that happen. So maybe just for today, I can be a little kinder to myself. Pardon me. Take a nice easy breath, and perhaps you are yawning and releasing all of that stored stress in your body, which is fantastic. So just notice how you're feeling in this moment, what you are aware of. Feel free to share in the comments. And this is a little taste of what it's like to start giving your nervous system some relief and to start reprogramming those patterns in your subconscious that are driving you to binge automatically. So this is a small window into things that are required, a part of the map that's required to really finally overcome this once and for all, which I'm sure, poor thing, nobody's taught you. So remember, if you'd like to have a call to learn more about how I can support you and whether my program is right for you, that link is in the description below. So how do you break free from the trap that we talked about earlier, that TRAP acronym for those high achievers like you? It is not going to be with another diet. It's not going to be from trying harder, and it's not going to be from another random tool or a timer that you press to wait out a binge. You actually need a process to reset the nervous system at the root, and that's exactly why I created the Brazen Method. So therapy can give you awareness for sure, but talking things out is not actually going to rewire the nervous system, because you can't talk out nervous system dysregulation. Diets, we've already talked about, set you up for failure, and they're going to keep you stuck in this binge restrict cycle. And of course, there's a whole bunch of DIY hacks like journaling and breathing that can give you short-term relief, but without a full system piecing this together, then you're just going to continue getting stuck in the same cycle where you're blaming yourself because things don't last, and that just doesn't make any sense. So what I really focus on with my clients is resetting their nervous system, getting them out of survival into safety, instead of just calming it down in the moment, really effectively teaching you how to regulate your nervous system. We use evidence-based tools to release years of stored trauma, emotional dysregulation, and shame, so that we can actually help those binge urges to disappear. And we rewire the beliefs and patterns underneath the binge eating so that change actually lasts. And you really get a step-by-step roadmap, coaching, community support, so you'll never feel alone in the hardest moments of this. When your nervous system feels unsafe, it will not let go of protection. So that protection might look like binge eating, obsessing over food, or even holding on to extra weight. And overcoming binge eating is not about willpower. It's not about being a high achiever. It's not about discipline. It's all about safety. That's exactly why most diets, well, all diets, I should say, fail, because they pile on more stress and restriction and more achievement that just makes your nervous system even more stressed. This is also why therapy alone is not enough, because insight and talking things through logically doesn't rewire nervous system dysregulation. And this is also why DIY hacks, like little journaling tools or whatever, don't fundamentally regulate your nervous system. So until your nervous system feels safe and fundamentally understands how to hold safety within it, it's not going to be able to actively get out of this cycle of binge eating. And that's why so many people stay stuck. And that's why when I finally learned how to do this, I overcame my own 20-year struggle with binge eating after trying every single therapy and tool under the sun. So yeah, if you're that really high achieving, exhausted woman who is so done with this binge restrict cycle and you're ready to stop fighting yourself and finally heal the root cause, then nervous system regulation isn't just helpful, it's really essential. It's the foundational building block, because when your body finally feels safe, food becomes just food, and you can trust yourself again and have peace with your body. So if everything I shared in this video really resonates and you are this person, you're desperate to solve this and you're looking for a solution, then please don't do this alone anymore. If I personally resonate with you, my method, then book a body confidence and food freedom discovery call. We'll spend 60 minutes really working through your personalized roadmap, seeing where you're getting stuck, and ultimately see if my program is the right fit for you. And the link is in the description, but don't wait. Fill this out now, apply now, because those spots do book up very, very fast. Remember, you are not broken. You are not the exception. You're not this person who's never going to break free. It's not true. Your nervous system just needs to remember how to feel safe. Safe to let go. Safe to trust yourself. Safe to be free around food. And you deserve peace with food. You deserve to feel at home in your body. You deserve to feel all of these things. So if this video resonated with you, save it, share it with someone who you feel needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I'll see you on one of those calls with me. You've got this, and and I've got you. So keep coming back here and I'll keep supporting you. You're never alone in this, and you should never feel like you're alone, because we can't get anywhere alone. That's why I'm here to help you through this.